Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tong ki pa nagnonek, tu nikton chun ki nemolek rabest, uf mala nibo kurk. Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kon no ba mula draki chichon. Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun, watu yama kama wana henak nek, bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa, dong abuk shami no nok. Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byongbo joni, minamambato mule ra, hakugri katkota parabola. Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kon no ba mula draki chichon. China pala mule, tong ki ba non tontek, dun ni chachon kun ne mule rapast. Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kon no ba mula draki chichon. Tangabun shan nang, wanga kun beast kin ba mula rak, choni yun tun gigi either dwana, kava vulpa mulji gumana? Tanga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin kin, nikin kun na bule mule raji kun, chuni yun ni gigi aldwana, kava vulpa muli kumana? Hakuji kopa? Jino mula rak kampiak, slimjo puanwan dwana? Kipuna na bonsha, kava dumpa kupaliaya moka pata.
What's it to you if I am an Arcanian offshoot, Twi'lek? I don't see any signs saying we can't come in here.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpaiya mokapaata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpaiya!
What do you know about Arcanian offshoots, Wormhead? I bet you've spent too many of your days making sandcastles on Ryloth to know anything about my people.
Master, Ryloth is a barren planet with an arid climate. It would be difficult, if not impossible, to collect the sufficient amount of water required to create sand sculptures in such an environment.
Switch your vocabulary off, Verbal. Insults don't need to make sense.
Watawama mulira, kinkonjope shak. No ba muliraji. Johnny yun turungchi, wi itadia. Ula una chinek. Ba mulirat slimoanga kun bisking.
The Sith don't give a fried gisket of what goes on outside their academy. And if they did, knocking you out clean and cold would probably get me a pat on the back.
Master, the Sith may not be interested in enforcing a policy within this colony, but Zerka is. If you are caught breaking that policy, it could damage your contract with them.
Watawama mulira, kinkonjope shak. No ba muliraji. Johnny yun turungchi, wi itadia. Pola una chinek. Ba mulirat slimoanga kun bisking.
Hey, you leave Verbal out of this. I'd have punched you right in the nose for that one. Down you go. And remember, it was an Arcanian offshoot that put you there. Waiter, get me another drink. All this action's giving me a terrible thirst.
Master, may I direct your attention to the Twi'lek lying unconscious on the floor before you? He was the waiter, and he was trying to collect your bill.
Well, I'm glad you're here to tell me these things. Yeah? Living on the Outer Rim teaches you a few things. First and most important being how to look after yourself. Let's just say I learned that lesson the hard way. Second lesson I learned is never to give your name to anyone who just walks up to you and asks for it. Come to think of it, I learned that lesson the hard way too. Well, that's real nice. Now, why don't you leave me alone before I decide to give us something in common and teach you those lessons the same way I learned them, the hard way.
Ni bajoni yo lak wish. Dopayumas pasen lapti nangotu. Dong abuk shami no nok. Wana kuna best chinga pala multonki.
Wait a minute. Sarah? Sarah Dagana?
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
What are you doing here? I thought you were on the Orion.
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon.
When I left her, you enjoyed being a crew member. Hell, you enjoyed life. Why did you leave?
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon.
You haven't changed. You're still a bad liar. So, I suppose your friend here had something to do with it? I know enough to realize it's a Jedi secret your friend here is hiding.
Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kun no ba mula draki chichon.
Unless they're like the dark Jedi I found in the Korriban Wastes. The kind who come here searching for ancient Sith treasures, but only find death. I've seen plenty of them. Yeah, I know them. I've been on Korriban for a few weeks now. I was scheduled to meet a Rhodian named Drix Kellowit, but he never showed up. I never got paid. So I hired myself out to Zerka, and I've been mapping out an uncharted region of this planet ever since, the Korriban Wastes being the uncharted region. Officially, the Korriban Wastes is off limits to anyone but the Sith, Zerka included. Don't know why, don't care why, it just is. So Zerka hired me to do the job because I can be very unofficial in how I approach it. The Korriban Wastes is a name given to a collection of wastelands that lie to the north of Dresh Day. Nothing there really, just rocks, deserts, and plenty of Tukata. Like I said, Korriban Wastes is strictly off limits to anyone but Sith. Although, why you'd want to go there in the first place is beyond me.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata.
It's a wasteland, Sarah. There ain't nothing there but rocks, deserts, and danger. Trust me, I know. When I go to the Wastes, I usually go through Zerka's mining facility. It's not exactly the best or easiest of routes, but it allows me to bypass the Sith. For the likes of us, it's the only route. But since the incident which happened here a few days ago, even that route is closed to us.
Hakuji kopa? Jino mularak kampiak slimjo puanwandwana?
The incident occurred on one of the levels within Zerka's mining facility. Whatever happened, it was bad enough to warrant the entire level be placed under total lockdown. Word around the cantina is the workforce stationed there at the time of the incident went completely crazy. They lost their minds, started attacking everyone in sight.
Tanga boksha nagnong kin kun shin kin nikin kun na bule mule raji kun chuni yun ni jiji aldwana kavavulpa muli kumana.
Weren't you listening to me, Sarah? It isn't happening. The area is in complete lockdown. Not even Zerka's own employees can get through. Not without the correct authorization. Under these circumstances, only the administrator of the mining facility could grant you the authorization that would allow you to access the quarantined level. Although I can't see how you'd even get a chance to speak with him, never mind get him to grant you access. I heard he wiped the schedule completely clean of any and all appointments to give himself more time to deal with the incident. Unless you happen to be the delegation dispatched by Zerka HQ that is supposedly on the way to advise the administrator on how to deal with the incident, you ain't getting in. I know that look, because the last time you gave it to me, we ended up locked away in a Gamorrean warlord's prison for a week without food and water. I'm not making that mistake again. I'm not helping you, Sarah. I have a contract with Zerka that I just can't afford to endanger. The delegation of Zerka advisors hasn't arrived yet. I suppose if you acted fast, you could assume their identities and meet with the administrator. But therein lies another problem. The identities of the advisors have to be confirmed through a biometric scan before they're allowed to enter the administrator's office.
Master, what of your hacking apparatus? With the correct authentications, it would be a simple task to gain access to Zerka's records and then replace the biometric data of the advisors with the biometric data of our associates.
Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kon no ba mula draki chichon.
Good plan or not, I haven't even said I'll help you yet. You know, that always was your problem. You always assumed you could manipulate me to do whatever you wanted regardless of the risk involved. But I got news for you. It still works. Damn it. I'll help you for what it's worth. But I swear it won't happen again. I'm onto you. Give me some time to prepare. I need to configure the device to hack into Zerka's system and then to attach a biometrics reader. I'll be on the main level of Zerka's mining facility. Go through the civilian quarters and meet me there when you're ready.
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
I hope so. I don't want to waste my time on this thing for you not to show. The main level of Zerka's mining facility. Don't forget.
Kakin cha na kwat na pon kon. Wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tongki pa nagnonek, tu nikton chun chun ke nemolek rabest, uf mala nibo kurk. Kenchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun, watu yama kama wana henak nek, bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa, dong abuk shami no nok. Tanga bok sha nak nong kin kun shin kin nikin kun na bule mule raji kun shuni yun ni jiji aldwana kava volpa muli kumana. Kakin cha na gwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tonki pa nagnonek, tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest, wufmala nibokurk. Ni bajoni yo lak wish, dopayumas pasen lapti non gotu. Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha, chona si ichua byong bojoni. Minamambato mule ra, hakugri katgota la parabola. Tanga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin kin, nikin kun na bule mule raji kun, chuni yun ni jiji aldwana, kava volpa muli kumana. Tanga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin kin, nikin kun na bule mule raji kun, chuni yun ni jiji aldwana, kava volpa muli kumana, bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bu mule ra, kakin chak nawagawa bakon, donk kiba nukunek, tanga boksha nagnong, hakuchin kopa? Gino mula rakkampiak slimjo puanwandwana. Kipuna na bonsha. Kava dumpa kupaliaya moka pata.
You're a Sith, right? Excuse me.